Hello, good morning. What's up? What's up, everyone? Your pawn camera is moving. Alright. Good morning, welcome to the office. Friday slow blitz challenges. 5+3 casual. Alright, got that. Alright. Come on. We got donations up to 1281. 1281.22. That sounds like a date, but not. 1222.81 would be a date. Alright. What was I doing in 1981? Turn of the Jedi. The Café de la Régence. De la Régence. Weird. Oh, we got challenges already. Good morning, guys. Schumacher. 5+3. A little faster challenges on Friday. Yeah. I don't know, Morphe? The Café de la Régence. I don't know, it's famous. Schumacher. The Kraken. The white Kraken. Kraken white. Accelerated Kraken. Accelerated white Kraken. What are you gonna do? Oh, anti-Kraken. Anti-Kraken. That's fine. We can deal with that. Yeah, I like G6 against A3. That's a good move. But you are a Kraken player. You can still play the Kraken. Maybe I can play like an enhanced hillbilly attack. Wow. Knight C3. I like this better. Getting the Kraken player. In the Scandinavian. Okay, remember it's 5+3. Gotta love this. I've shifted the slightly faster time control for Fridays only. So Kraken, man. Nothing special for white. It's a nice bishop. But that's all we've got. Oh! I see. I see, said the blind man. Hello, Kraken people. Kraken people. Sounds like something from the Lovecraft mythos. One of my favorites. Kraken is Kraken is a new 3 a.m. Kraken is sounder than the 3 a.m. defense. Bishop e3. Nothing special with that move. But might want to play it. You might want to play it. Then again, you might not. Where do I go? H3? And E2 looks normal. Let's say E3. Oh, E3. Yeah, but I mean, E3 is just kind of a one-move threat. I'd like to stay coordinated. The Kraken is kind of the new. When we summon a Lovecraftian abomination live on Twitch? Halloween sounds like, yeah, that's a good idea. You know, Cthulhu is very popular, and even like Hearthstone is like ripping off Lovecraft because they ran out of ideas. Wow, that's an exchange sacrifice of sorts. Of course, all of Lovecraft's works are not copyrighted because, you know, that was before copyright, so winning in exchange. That was probably a bad move. Why didn't I play knight takes f7 first? Juicebox Wizard, what's up? That sounds more like a modern horror movie. Good morning, Juicebox. How are your plants? When started horror? Oh. Let's trade queen, shall we? Shall we dance? I mean, I guess India thought it's like totally normal to like have people like murdered in other countries. I mean, in today's world with you know, Saudi Arabia and Russia, I guess they thought they could do it too. How dare you don't mind, you mind us like murdering our own citizens or whatever. These other countries can do it. Why can't we? Bishop takes e5. Jim, just you have an amazing tendency to just throw in the random subject. Throw in the random subject, dude. India-Canada relations. Two countries I know very little about. I was in Canada once. And it's not fair that just Russia and Saudi Arabia get to like cut people up and kill them and get away with it. poison them with radioactive materials. I mean, if India is really like a major, economy now, a major global force, they should be entitled to murdering people without consequences as well. Political opponents. This is a chess stream. I'm playing Blitz. I know it's hard to believe. I mean that this is a chess stream part. What do I do now? Try to get some control. How about those central pawns? Do they matter? Central pawns matter. The matter of central pawns. E4. Baby. Yeah, I thought you'd see it your way. Wow. Freaking genius. He's really a freaking genius. Check. Damn, dude. You seriously see everything. I'm gonna get paranoid again. I mean, about this rating business. Repunj Bansal. Seriously, how do you guys have these ratings that are so shitty, It's so easy to be like 2200. We need to have an investigation into people. We need to get Bob back here. Oh my God. I want an investigation of ratings. Repunj Bansal, Schumacher, learning chess. Are they sandbagging or how are the ratings so low? Whoa. Wow, that is a psycho move. Holy crap. The layers. Pawns have layers. He missed a strong move. He could have won another pawn back. I probably blew the advantage altogether. When he retreated his knight back to c6. Too shark. Your former coach. No, he wasn't your coach. He was Bob's coach, right? Or did you both train with him? Oh shit. Maybe Mr. Coffee? Oh no. That's not check? Holy shit. Holy shit, I thought that was check, dude. Well, check him out with the one move mate cheapo. Unbelievable. One move mate cheapo, rook h8. It's so sad that it doesn't work. It's perfect. This is such a disappointment. You're so close. God, look, I let him back in the game completely at one point. I think he was at least equal. He got another pawn, and he didn't take it. The Kraken! Knight c4, double question mark. Wait. Here, I played rook d5. Here. No, it's too late, but before that... Oh yeah, knight d5, question mark. He's actually better. I can't believe it. You could have won another pawn, man, and you just didn't do it. Bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5 and then knight takes c2, and now you have 2 pawns for the exchange. The computer actually says that black is better. Unbelievable. Oh man, look at that graph. Look at that first game for today. I like how I grouped my mistakes though. 4 inaccuracies in the beginning of the game was relatively normal, and then, oh no, there's the mistakes, but 4 blunders, they're all at the end there. Phew, ugly. Very bad first game. Alright, quality low. What happened to Hayes Miro? Game quality low. The white Kraken. Oh, Infinite Flash Chess was another famous cheater. And then he had he posted a blog about his cheating or whatever. Seeking inner peace or something. Kraken is white. This is a white Kraken and there's a black Kraken. There's accelerated Kraken and then hyper accelerated. This is normal white Kraken. It's like the white whale, Moby Dick. It's the Moby Dick of Krakens. To his credit, he was the most obvious cheater who was never banned. I like that. He was careful about it. He pulled, he convinced me he was at least yeah, I mean, he didn't push it too far, trying to win every game and stuff like that. He really made it look like he was a real player. The white is stronger. It has an extra tempo. I mean, honestly, I played a3 against my first opponent, and he played g6, and I think g6 is a good move. Yeah, we're tempo up. If he plays d5, he's a tempo down in the Kraken. I mean, you don't have to play b4. The Kraken is flexible. Kraken has many looks. The fluid Kraken. Small center, very typical. It's amorphous. I think I'll play an arena one of these days where I just play the Kraken every game and then put clips on YouTube. We're going to make this the most popular opening in the world, overtaking the London. You don't even need you won't even need an opening repertoire anymore. Just play the Kraken every single game. The closed Kraken. Zen chess is essentially playing the closed Kraken, or a type of closed setup against the Kraken. It's funny, this could transpose to a relatively normal type of English if I play c4. It's basically like the hedgehog without c4. Kraken. We need other meme names. Wallace and Gromit had this episode called Cracking Contraptions. I have to be careful about copyright infringement. Of course, that was spelled differently. Cracking is a good one. Though the British usually use that, like cracking good. British. Whatever that means these days. Kraken's Deutsch? I don't know about that, man. That's pretty borderline. Extremely borderline, Acerbate. Nice try. Yeah, so Zenchess is just going fully, like... He's going fully closed Sicilian on me. Basically, it's the Roy Lopez. The Kraken is every opening. Zenchess just doesn't want to be in a video. He doesn't want to become a YouTube short. Who wants to be our first YouTube short? So if the Kraken is like d6, knight f6, a6, the accelerated Kraken is d6, a6. And then the hyper-accelerated Kraken, so the hyper-accelerated Kraken is just the St. George defense, where you play a6 on move 1. The hyper-accelerated Kraken transposing to the St. George defense on move 1. You're trying to get me to transpose to the closed Sicilian, aren't you? Alright. You win. It's an English. It's a Kraken. It's both. It's the Roy Lopez. It's a reversed Roy Lopez. It's everything. Kraken has a little bit of everything. Can d4 be Kraken too? Okay, this is a bit of a problem. You can't really play the Kraken against d4, but you can play... I'm trying to incorporate a d6 based defense there. I've been trying to play d4 d6, trying to lure people into the jaws of the Kraken with e4, knight f6. So I think you play d4 d6 and you develop a repertoire there. A lot of people are going to be like, screw you, I'm going to play e4. You're not going to trick me with that subtle Kraken stuff. Where you going? Where you going? Knight e7. He's heading over to the king side. It's the Bird Larson. Ready to acerbate? d4, d6, c4. No, I mean I've had a lot of games already. It's not that it's a problem. I mean it's an opening. It's an old Indian. Well, it's a major question, is what it is, really. I was suddenly, it just suddenly occurred to me that he can play e4. My knight is in a square, so I have to take it, take. And then bishop takes c4, queen b7, I guess I win a pawn there. Surrender to the Kraken. Are we taking with the pawn? That was the original plan, but I'm having thoughts of taking with the knight. Maybe it's a bit safer. No, this is essentially Bird Larson. Not Bird Larson. Yeah, what's it called? No, Nimzovich opening. That's not a Bird Larson. Just the Nimzovich opening. Whatever, Nimzovich Larson. C6. Good bishop. That's a nice bishop you got there. The Kraken is fluid. The Kraken comes in both colors. Shiny white or black. Light score weaknesses or dark score? Do you like dark meat or white meat? I like my position. F2? Gotta watch this. Not a problem. What's your problem, man? Oh my God. Whoa. That's enough of that business. We're just chilling, man. Krakens. He likes the good endgame that you get with black against the Kraken. Juicy pawn weaknesses included for free. Massage-o-matic. It's gotta be like 4 a.m. for Zen chess. He's not in his like optimal condition, probably. White bishop. Dark pawns. Touch my chalupas. Oh no. That's a graph. Better Kraken this time. The closed Kraken. Kraken down. So we transpose to an English after like move 12. Watch this will be like a game transposition. Nope. It was a little eccentric, his maneuver in 87, knight f5. This was a good game. Okay. Mr. Slow is here. Everybody's challenged me with black, so I can't play the Kraken proper. Mr. Slow in the house on a weekday. What's up? From the office. From the Toys R Us headquarters. In Germany. Live to you. Coming to you live. From Toys R Us. Alright. Got a King's Indian player here. Not Not going to play a3 and encourage him. Alright, so now, what do you do? What do you do? Yeah, Mr. Slow playing d5. So, that's possible Grudenfeld, no King's India. I should have played a3. That was a mistake. Alright, so, Old Indian. Form of the Kraken. Mr. Slow should know not to do that. And this endgame is, of course, like very well known with reverse colors as good for me. So bishop e6, c3. I'll play like an hourly arena where I win every single game playing with the Kraken with both colors. Mr. So has already been featured in a Kraken video. Bishop e5 check. Can I castle? I mean, normally we're playing the kind of typical c3. But Mr. Slow is smart. He doesn't play e5. That's like the worst positional mistake that black can make. Other than exchanging pawns in the center, you never put your pawn on e5 and create a big hole on the d5 square. He's too experienced to know that, to not know that. He's too experienced to know that. To not know that. He knows a little bit about chess. Colorless. Blinded by ink. With this octopus. Do Krakens have ink? Ink weapons? Are they relative? Octopus? Octopi? The octopi. He stopped bishop b5 check. But b5 is probably not a good idea for black, I would assume. This also weakens his queen side. Knight c6 was a good move, though. Getting control of the square back. It may be necessary to play a4 at some point, but then he has knight a5. Although a4 knight a5 is not such a good move, actually. In fact, I had a very interesting game the other day with black, but I think it was where the guy did e5. That's way worse. This square becomes really bad. As long as you play e3 or e6 in this case with reverse colors, these type of old Indian endings are not bad, but about equal. I mean, the cognoscentes will tell you that, like, generally speaking, you shouldn't exchange here. Cognoscentes. Cognoscenti pawn loss. Oh, yeah. One can never cognoces. Interesting. What the hell's my idea again? Transitional expression. I don't remember what that means. Does anybody remember what a transitional expression is again? Office chess is best. Coming to you live from Toys R Us, Dunkin' Donuts corporate headquarters with Mr. Coffee. You just castled. No questions asked. Nice. Oh, there's the knight d4 thing? Type of thing? He wants to make tactics against my king. We make tactics. Oh no, look, my pawns, he doubled my pawns. Please don't double my pawns. The Nesbedinov, Foigle, Ukrainian endgame. Remember once I saw a game where like Petrosian managed to beat it. Most strong players wouldn't go into the endgame. Alright, now things get interesting. Ninety-five, 95, 95. 95, 95. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Air bishop. He needs to get his other knight to like b8 to c6. I'm not sure that this is my best move. I think it might have been better not to trade pieces somehow, but make him regret a6. Okay. Prepare torpedo tube G, torpedo tube H. Are they ready? Launch the torpedoes. Krakens don't have torpedoes. This isn't a Kraken. This is just a straight up reverse old Indian. Torpedoes ready, Captain. Which one should I fire? It's a good question. Mm-hmm. He didn't wait around with that immediate decision. Media. No questions asked. That's not a good move. That's why I love chess, the smell of chess in the morning. Alright. Mr. Slowhand panicked. So what's going on there? I mean, you're worse. A minor oversight. Weight is better by 1.5. Perfect. I think Sladgie's using an engine. Mr. Slow played a perfect game as well, according to the engine. Just one minor blunder at the end. Is that the worst move possible? I mean, theoretically, like, I don't know, bishop takes e4 might be worse. But it would probably keep his structure in better tact. So I would argue yes, probably. Bishop g5 is also pretty bad. It's a tough call between like bishop takes e4, bishop g5, and knight e5. Cheating mode today. Yeah, well, where do we leave book? Can you imagine there's only one game where this was ever played? Well, that's bullshit. Of course there are other games where it was played, but more commonly with reverse colors. But the lichess opening explorer is a little lacking in the games before 1990. And I'd be very surprised if strong players haven't played this. But again, with the reverse colors, not so much. You know, mostly with black. Black played b6. This is a white square bishop. This is an aggressive move by Mr. Slow. Bishop g4 wasn't the safest. Yeah, I cheated. But on g4, you don't have to play h5. It's a pretty unpleasant ending, though. Yeah, I don't like your position. Uh-oh. Wait, Repunj Bansal, is that a subscriber? He's not a subscriber. Kraken never cheats. At least Mr. Slow didn't get another Kraken video. Another crack at it. Would you like another crack at a Kraken video? Alright. I only play for fun. Repunj went to get his mom's credit card to subscribe. Holy shit, what was that? Hold on, guys, I'll be right there. There was like this huge banging door slamming sound. I don't understand what it was. Ghost door. A ghost door. Why am I white every game? Are you guys doing that? Are you purposely challenging me with white? Alright, Mr. Slow. Fridays. 4-day work week. Tell your boss that you want a 4-day work week and a pay raise to go with it. Or you start an office strike. How come I'm white every single game? I think it's kind of suspicious. No fun. No fun. I told you guys. God damn it. That sucks, you know? G6. I can do that too. Fine. Be that way. Be as it may. Be that as it may. Oh no. It's Casabianca again. You know, it was funny. There was that account Casabianca that cheated against me and then got closed. Not because of me, you know, they cheated against too many players, but the other day I was suspecting someone of cheating against me, so I went back in their history, and like they hadn't lost a game, like, and their last loss was like 8 million games ago, and guess who it was against? That account. Pearts. I reacted with H4. No relation to Casabianca, right? I decided if you're going to do this H5 nonsense, then I'm going to play E for E4 as well. Wow, that's kind of a weird move. But I guess he can answer Bishop G5. Bishop G5 with what, like C6? We just keep getting these like weird closed positions. I'm not going to do it then, if that's the way you're going to be about it. Too close. Deferring the play until the middle game. Guys, we're closing in on 1300. By the way, only one gift sub. One gift sub this week, and no cheers. Are you serious? Cheer now to be number one. It's Friday. We have no cheers, and only one gift sub. Are you guys kidding me? Global economic downturn. That's why I started streaming on Kick. I was like, what's going on? It's inflation. Guys, it's September. He could have fooled me. Manager sub, 25% off. Percents off. 25% off. 25% off. Pawn chains. Look, I'm not committed to A3. I'm perfectly willing to play A4 and transition to the more kind of classical King's Indian structure. Can I put my bishop on A2? Would you mind? Bishop G4. I'm perfectly okay with F3. The deal was on the table, boss. What? Boss. Good thing Chess Zebra's not here. I can't, man. I play Simul's on Sunday. That's a deal I can't accept. I told you I'm retired from online chess, online poker, and online chess too. Boss hog. The deal was on the table. Nah, I can't do that. I'm busy on Sundays. Poker's not over, just online poker for me. Alright. The glory days are gone. Develop the pieces, hey? I don't know what to do. Alright, let's just castle. Poker. Poker's for Saturdays. That's my day off. Sunday is my only stream where people actually donate money and I host a simul every Sunday night. That's kind of how it started, actually, ironically, because Sunday night used to be poker tournaments, and Sundays I made Sunday my primary stream. In a sense, it's actually like a holdover from playing poker on Sunday nights. This is a really tedious game, guys. Not good for this time control. Of course, we can always trade our bad bishop. He could do the same thing. I mean, he should consider playing bishop h6. Trade off his bad bishop at some point. I only play for time. I thought that was his name. It's a decent chess 960 rating. My ability to ban people? The Kraken makes me special. I invent new openings that are cool. We're all special. You're special too. Knight c4. Oh no. The computer. I'm not special. Oh, there was that guy. There was some guy who wrote a blog, and then I hate this blog stuff. The self promotion blogs. He wrote a blog that was like about the I'm special complex or something like that. I was thinking like we should have a blog about bloggers who think they're special. These blogs on lichess are horrible. They have to do away with that, man. It's so irritating just to give these idiots a place to over-promote themselves. The reason why I play on lichess is to avoid like advertising and unnecessary stuff like that. I don't want to see people's blogs on the front page of lichess. It's a non-commercial chess site, and by giving these guys this blog format and putting it on the front page with their pictures and stuff, you're just like turning it into a promotionary thing. That's my venting for today. I hate people who over-promote themselves. Modesty. Knight a5, not a good idea. Alright. Yeah, nothing special here. I mean, it's like a very tense, closed position. I can't say white's better, but I could say white's worse, theoretically. I mean, this is a major issue. He didn't seem concerned about... He didn't seem concerned about good bishop, bad bishop, getting the bad bishop active from g7. You know, I think a lot about that. The c file is nice, but there's no support point or no entry points into my position, so it's not urgent that I counter the c file. Whereas bishop h3, you want to do that before it's too late, before he takes that away from me somehow. I thought about a5, to be honest with you. Of course. It's a good idea, I think. Now do I take it or leave it? Well, I don't know if it's a good idea. It's an idea anyway. Queen a3. Or queen b4, queen a3. Hey, by the way, my d3 pawn is protected. Well, it was protected. It still is. I timed out. Well, that was fast. How did I time out so quickly? Wow. I got too involved in the position. I really I only play for time. Here's the auto thank you. Position is equal. Probably a real link, but made it as a joke. lichess.blogspot.org. Okay, this was a kind of dry game where nothing happened and I lost on time because I don't know how I lost on time. I looked at the clock, I had 15 seconds. Where did it go? My other problem is that I'm used to the 5-second increment, so this is only Fridays. I'm playing 5+3 and I start to chill and think that it's 7+5. There's a big difference between 5 and 3-second increments. Massive difference. With 5 seconds, you can just chill and take your time. And I have it set in my mind that I have 5 seconds. But anyway, okay, not much happening there. That was an interesting position. I thought it was equal. I would have played queen a3. But you've got this move. Take, take, and now queen a6. By the way, was a5 your best move? Is that the engine move? It is. That's the engine move. No relation to Casabianco, right? Alright. You don't play the Ali Ekins defense, do you? Alright. Next challenge. But I mean, you're sacrificing a pawn, man. Most people are not inclined to sacrifice material. You know, people are inherently materialistic. That's a very strong move. But in general, most people won't play it. You know, I mean, even 2200s. You don't have to do that, and you're sacrificing a pawn. I don't think it's an easy move to decide to play. Activate a lot of pieces. Well, one piece in particular, the knight on e6. Yeah, it was the first thing I looked at because of its forcing nature. I don't have to take, though. I'm not sure if taking is a mistake. It's not. It's not necessarily, but this is interesting too. It's funny, I thought about this idea, not in this moment though. Would have been a good move, queen d5. Yeah, I mean, this opening just, wow. a3, g6, g3, h5. What's that about? This is weird. Like, most people would put their knight on e7. I didn't know what bishop g5 does, to be honest, though. I don't like bishop g4. I think that you're helping me with that move. In this type of structure, I actually want to play f3. I mean, it's a square for my knight, and the idea of trading my bishop off with h3 is common. So I don't think bishop g4 is the thing that you should do. Igor Volkov, rated 460. That's not a problem. Rated 15 plus 9 is a problem. That's the lowest rating I've been challenged. But I think somebody, that's cool that he's not afraid though. But rated 14, I don't think so. You like playing the Polish. Polish. Polish politics. And aid to Ukraine. They're politicizing. Polish elections are coming up. Election season. So they're starting to jockey for politicization over there. Ripunj Bonsal, learning chess and speedlight chess. Oh, please don't say sir. Oh, that was a different guy. Wow, that was light speed. So there's light speed chess and speedlight chess. Any relation between those two? You've been here for an hour and just realized that I'm streaming. See, that's what happens when you turn off your sound and your video. If you watch the stream without sound and video, then chances are you're probably not going to know I'm streaming. I know that's weird. It's weird. Why am I white every goddamn game? I'm not going to play until I get challenged with black. I'm only going to play with black. This joke is not going to continue. Nope. I don't play with white. I played 10 freaking games with white already. It's not funny, and I'm going to play only with black now. The camera is very bright. Yeah, you got timed out. Captain Obvious. Thanks for not being a subscriber. Alright, Igor Volkov is blocked for 15 plus 9 rated, multiple 15 plus 9 rated challenges. Learning Chess is not a subscriber and telling me my camera is bright. Holy shit, what is going on here? Hiroku is, what is happening here? I'm set to play white every fucking game? That's not normal, dude. That's 10 whites in a row. It's like Poker Stars RNG or what? I'm white again. I'm white every game. It's the Poker Stars RNG. I finally got black after 11 whites in a row. You preferred the black pieces. Well, I just had 11 whites in a row. So that joke is over. How do we play the Kraken against c4 though? c4 is a problem. I have to play d6. I was experimenting with some kind of weird like a6 b5 type of ideas. But I'm gonna play consistently here. Dude, I just literally got challenged with games where I was white like 14 games in a row. Is that normal? I really don't think that's random. I think that somebody is playing a sick joke on me. You know, 3, 4, 5 games is possible, but like 15 or something, Sorry, it doesn't work like that. They must have been challenging me with white or something. I mean, with black. To troll me. I don't know. Who's Mark? I don't know anyone by that name. Speedlight chess. Snedsteg. Okay, we've got d5. I don't know any good chess players with that name. Yeah, don't type it in. He's not a good guy. He's a freak, that guy. We don't talk about him here. Alright. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Alright. I'm going to go with... D5's a good move, actually. It's not a bad move, contrary to popular belief. Not a good move. F5's not a good move because of E4, actually. This is a well-known thing. F5, E4 you can play, and it's strong. So objectively, I've had a lot of struggles here. Although, you know, it's good at least that my knight is not in front of the pawn. No need to defend him or not defend him. I'm not going to talk about him. He, all right. Love to hear more about it. I just remember the time he destroyed a tournament I played in by being a coward and dropping out and then fucking the whole tournament. Or the time when he would like go to the Boylston Chess Club every week to gain 1 rating point by playing a 1400 to inflate his rating up to 1550 or something like that. You know, the guy is he's juvenile and totally like disgusting. Those two things were enough for me, you know. He's unethical. You don't like drop out of round robin tournaments in the middle of the tournament and like tell organizers that you're not going to play because you have a tummy ache like 6 days before the next tournament starts, and try to incrementally raise your rating by beating 1400 every week to try to qualify for the US Championship or some bullshit like that. It's just, when I saw him do things like that, I was like, dude, this guy is just, he doesn't exist for me. He fucked this GM tournament I played in. We at the last minute had no player, and he didn't care. You know, just, I've been sick, man. I've had food poisoning in the middle of tournaments before. I mean, it happens, but I have my reasons for not liking people. I don't just like randomly not like them. You know, if I don't like someone, I definitely have a reason for it. With him, it's like a couple things. Plus, I don't like his personality, but that's not the reason why I really dislike him. It's these like personal things that involved something directly. All right. But, you know, congratulations to Jonta Ikeda, who made a GM norm anyway, scoring 7 out of 9 unbelievably after Scumbag dropped out of the tournament like 2 days before the event. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's like weird, man. I don't like the guy at all. He tried to be nice to me, but I was disgusted by him the first time I met him back in like 2000. He's very fake, and I mean, just nothing to like there. Obnoxious, narcissistic, without real justification, just real weird. It may be an act, though. You know, maybe the narcissistic thing. He tries to pretend to be like. I think he wants to like try to pretend to be like an Emery Tate like character or something. But I've known him since he was a teenager, since he was like 17. He was a snot-faced teenager. Pretty disgusting, honestly, in my opinion, back then. So he was like that kind of always. That's cool though. If you like that kind of person, it's fine. That's up to you. I prefer people who they keep their word. They play in tournaments when they commit to. They don't, scummily like beat 1400s to try to raise their USCF rating to try to qualify for the US Championship. I mean, that's just like, who does that kind of thing? If someone does that kind of thing, I would have no respect for them ever. But other than that, he's a great guy. There's a lot of people I don't like, though, so it's cool. I'm very opinionated. I've never dropped out of a round-robin tournament. Mid-tournament, even though I played like probably 30 or something like that, no matter what. And I've never canceled when I was committed to play, like shortly before the event started. It's just really bad form. You just don't do that. I was like, what? It was really important because the guy had like one of the highest ratings in the tournament, and because of that, we lost the rating average, and the tournament like sucked. So that was good. I hold grudges for too long, though. I haven't spoken to Roman in like 20 years. He's really good with that too. Viking Beer is playing really well this game. You're like a different player, man. You've almost tricked me into thinking you're like a master. Viking Beer with the 1848 rating. Positional play. I just want to say that I try not to just hate people because of the way they look or some superficial shit, If I don't like somebody, there's got to be, hopefully there's something more to it. And and also I like really know this person, to some extent. It's not like, I don't know. Okay, I've got to be honest, like Gotham Chess, I really don't know him at all, and I can't stand him, but that's a surface thing, He's just an obnoxious person, and his personality comes off as horrible. So, but I honestly don't know him, so I can't say, well, Gotham Chess, screwed me over or did something to like make my life shitty, or wreck something, or make life inconvenient for me. I just don't like Gotham Chess as a personality, but I can't say anything against him, from a personal standpoint, other than he's just an obnoxious. Hans, if we go to Hans, on the other hand, I'm just having fun now. I love to hate people. Not really. Okay, Bishop D2. Let's talk about Hans. What are you talking about? Weird to play a character on stream. Well, a lot of streamers have done that, right? They create characters, basically. If you think about it, that's... I mean, that's what, like, well, if you want to, a lot of people don't like him, but Sacha Baron Cohen, I mean, he's all about creating characters. That's all he is, right? Ali G and Borat. Yeah, a lot of characters. Yeah, I mean, that's, no, he's intelligent. Talking about Sacha Baron Cohen, of course. But I'm just talking about, like, people who are famous celebrities whose big shtick is, like, creating characters. Viking Beer, it's weird, man. Like, your style is totally morphed into something totally new. You don't like how Hikaru does it. They say Ali G's gonna come back. That he's bringing Ali G back. Well, if you're from the UK, then you appreciate that the most. But I don't watch Hikaru, so I wouldn't know. I know Hikaru personally since he was a kid, and he was a little bitch and extremely, like, cocky, and never did anything to me personally, but he did to people I know. He was behaving horribly with people that I know. But I don't know if he has, like, a character he tries to be on stream, or if he's just being himself, you know. I never heard of that. Knight takes before. Honestly, Viking Beer, like, dude, what did you do? Like, you've changed your style of play, like, completely. You were never so sort of positional before. It feels like you're a completely different player. You want me to name someone I like? I don't know, man. I don't like anybody. Bishop h6. Look how positional he's being. Close games, lock structure, open the A file with the A3. I don't really watch other streamers, to be perfectly frank. I wish I had time, you know? So I can't really comment on Hikaru because I don't have time. I don't have time to do anything, you know? It's like I work and I'm like a slave, and then I, you know, eat my dinner, and I go to play poker on Saturdays, and dude, it's like I wish I had extra time to watch streamers for entertainment. Yeah, John Bartholomew I like because he's genuine and respectful, and seems to take chess in a serious way. One of the few chess streamers I would definitely agree with you that I like him. He doesn't over promote himself in a sort of sleazy way like most people do. Man, there's more to life than money, dude. I wouldn't want to be like that guy for all the money in the world. That's really shallow. And do you think I'm here like streaming for money? Like I do this for the fame. I don't know, man. That's absurd. That's why we need Jesus in our lives. We need more Jesus in our lives. It's easier if you live in your mom's basement, you know? It saves money. And if your parents have like 2 car dealerships, or 5 or whatever it is, and you got into Harvard because your parents are like rich, that's the kind of person I want to be, you know? Save money by living in my mom's basement. Definitely. Holy spirits and scary stars. Viking Beer, what is up with you today, dude? Jesus Christ. Why did you resign? You have knight h5. Who? Alright, man, this conversation is really starting to irritate me. Alright, next challenge. What about the final position? Can you play knight h5 there? I just want to see that. If you want to irritate me, like, keep going. Boss. Knight h5. Threatening the fork. I have no checks. Notice, like, queen a7 is covered. I guess I can play rook f8. But I'm not sure. I mean, knight f8, rook f8, knight f6 check. Are you going to be up? You're going to be down a piece. You resigned way too early here. Knight h5. Against a lot of players, this would work. I saw this, but you're winning. So I can't block the threats. I thought maybe here would be enough. Yeah, this is enough. So I am winning, but, you know, I don't think you should resign there in a vacuum. You've totally changed your game, dude. You've totally changed your game. Mr. Coffee, what's up? Well, I mean, the average player here will probably mess this up, but you played an interesting game, dude. You changed your style. You're better. You're totally different than you used to be, though. It's very together. I mean, have you been doing lots of lessons or something with your old coach, or maybe it's just my perception because we haven't played that much, but I feel like your game has changed. Like, you're much more controlled and systematic than you used to be. Of course, there are mistakes, but it's more of a systematic positional approach. I really notice a difference in your game. You don't play weird openings anymore. Okay, that's a good starting place. That's true. You were playing really weirdly in the opening in the past. So c4. That's popular now. We're going to see a lot of that, I suspect. No one will let me play the Kraken. You just got back. Okay. Mr. Coffee's back. We have half an hour remaining. You can try. 6 years of trying, I can play a lot of styles. Well, that's more than most people, man. Until they get to master level, I think we can't play the Kraken only against e4. I really don't play the old Indian like this. I remember Simon Williams was promoting playing the old Indian. I always thought it was strange. He did the Black Lion in the old Indian sort of thing. He's another guy who kind of over promotes. It's a little fake, and but his content is better than most people. Objectively, he's entertaining. You're ambidextrous. But I hate this talking and pairing chess streamer shit. Or, streamers. It just put me in a bad mood. I never intended to be a chess streamer. Alright. I'm just a chess teacher, man. Who really cares about the game. I'm not a fake. I'm not trying to be a celebrity. I'm not trying to be rich. I'm like a sincere person who loves chess, and I really dislike fake people who self-promote. And in the case of someone like Borat, where it's entertainment, he's a comedian, and that's different, That's cool. Have I ever played? When I played Simon, it was 1995, and we had a really crazy game. He was quite young. He was a teenager when I played him over the board. It must have been a situation where I was in college, and Simon was, let's say, 15. Or 14, maybe even younger. Maybe I think he was 14 when I played him. I'm gonna say around 1995 ish, And he was like, if I remember correctly, he was like 2200, 21, high 21, 2200. I was closer to 23. And it was a crazy game. I sacked a piece for 3 pawns, trying to win, of course, because he was lower rated, but it ended up, it was in English. I played black. Then later, that was a draw, where I sacked a piece for 3 pawns. Then later, we had some blitz tournament. I played him in Hastings blitz tournament in a different year when he was a little older. And I don't remember. It was a double round robin. I can't remember what happened. I think I might have lost. I don't remember what happened. Maybe I lost one and drew one. He was better by then. It was later. It was like 1998 or I don't know. And he played the Budapest Gambit against me. I keep thinking I lost the Budapest Gambit against him. Some hokey trappy line. This is a blitz game, like a 5-minute blitz game. So that's all I've ever played with Simon. 2 blitz games and 1 over the board game, and a few like blitz games online over the years. Get me up where, though, dude? What are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. I don't want to get up anywhere. I'm just here, I'm just being. So B4. So B4, this same idea I used last game against. You blundered, did you? Are you sure? It doesn't look really like a blunder necessarily, is it? You blundered because you're losing E4. Maybe I can take on F4. Well, you can always protect it with a rook, man. It's time for it's time. You have moves. And what about pawn takes E5? Pawn takes E5, rook takes E5. Okay. Pawn takes E5, rook takes E5. But you can always take with a rook. Try to keep a positive attitude. That's what rooks are for, up close. You didn't lose a pawn, you gained a friend. I don't know what I want to be, that's my problem. What do I want to be when I grow up? I could never make up my mind. World senior champion. That's good. I want to be world champion. I want to win the world senior. Alright, 95. What do you want to be when you grow up? Astrobate is big on up close with the pieces that shouldn't be up close. See, blunders are relative. The computer is going to be like, white isn't even worse here because he has so much space. And I have no breaks. I already exercised my break here. This can't happen because he has too much play on the F file. The Trojan blockade of E5. I like Queen H5, dude. That's a sick move. Provoking me to make a constructive move. Queen H5 is ill. There was a funny game yesterday. Some guy against the Peart's defense. It was E4, D6, played Queen H5. I was like, dude, I understand that people do that against the Sicilian to attack the c5 pawn, or in e45, Hikaru famously started to adopt the wayward queen attack. But against the Pirt's defense, I'm sitting there, it was like e4, d6, queen h5. I'm thinking, like, this move doesn't even threaten, it doesn't even have a point, you know? Like, why are you playing queen h5? And then I played g6. No, my bad. I played knight f6. So e4, d6, queen h5, knight f6, attacking his queen. And what does the guy do? I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, you know what? I mean, queen h4 makes sense here. He's got queen h4, and this is a decent square, you know, and it's like mobile there, and the queen has kind of like a good, solid position, and he doesn't put his queen on h4. I don't understand, you know. That's actually not bad. It made me think, hey, maybe this isn't so stupid. If you think about it, the queen goes to h4. Wait, he's only played e4. So it's like e4, d6, queen h5, knight f6, queen h4. Okay, the queen isn't ideal because it's obstructed by the e4 pawn. But still, it's hard to attack the queen on h4. I couldn't believe it. Like, he played queen h5 and then didn't put his queen on h4. It's the only good square. Sensei, what is this? Bishop h6. I want my money back. Knight d3. Damn. It took me like 5 years to see that. And what are you doing? It took me literally like 15 seconds to find knight d3. Oh, I was real close to missing it. The problem was I didn't have another good move. It would be ironic if I played, like, let's say, knight g4, which I didn't even consider. Not only did I not see knight d3, but I didn't even, like, realize I was double attacking d4 till after I played knight d3. It's really messed up. I mean, I don't know. I can't play chess in the morning. That's why I freaking quit the Hungarian chess league. I mean, I'm done, like, playing chess on Sunday mornings. There's no way. Hey, it's Miro. What time is it? Oh, shit. Alright. It's I thought it was 1:37. 1:17. We got time. It takes, like, hours for me to get in gear when I wake up. So we're not talking like 30 minutes or have your coffee and you're awake. I mean, it's like, it takes me like several hours to wake up. So I need to wake up at, like, I don't know, 11, and then by like 2 I'm ready to go. I have no idea. Finally I have a chance to play the Kraken. But I think I reached my, you know, the parabola is like going down now. I reached my peak for the morning, and now that was my best game. But I'm playing almost completely on intuition. He wants to face the Kraken. So here's the Kraken, the tentacle on the queen's side. But black has a lot of options here, you know, to be honest. You can play a modern defense with a6. You can play the Nimzovich with knight c6. You know, you can play everything. I mean, I guess the one thing you can't do is, like, let white wail on you with e5, e6, like knight d7, e5 with idea of e6. I can't emphasize enough the danger of e5, e6. So I can play e6 here. Okay, I had a feeling f4 was too early. But since this is my game with Mr. Slow. He plays queen e2, and then I allowed him some sort of e5, e6 or something. You're threatening e5 now. Sensei, I don't know how you learn chess, but I learned chess very slowly over a very gradual period of time, traditionally studying a lot of books, and that move that you're playing like f4. You have to realize that it's a mistake in a positional sense sometimes, because you're attacking the strong point of my position. It's not like the Sicilian or whatever. It's like when you're playing an e4, e5 type of structure. When you play f4, you're attacking at me at my strong point. But generally, we want to attack the base of the pawn chain. How to learn to play half moves. I like how he calls them half moves. How to learn. Well, I'm here playing the Kraken. What I call the Kraken. It's an opening that I invented. c5, pawn takes pawn is interesting. c5, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. Sounds like I'm talking like that. Knight d7, bishop e7. I don't know what the best move is. I have b4. But is b4 a good move? My tentacle will get amputated. I lack positional skills. Well, I don't think about you in black and white like that, man. That's you. I lack positional skills. And I lack tactical skills. But it all depends on whose perspective it is. So let's say, if you ask one grandmaster about me, they'll tell you that I suck tactically. But if you ask a different grandmaster about me, they'll say I'm good tactically, but I suck positionally. It's all, it's all in your mind, man. It's all in the perception. Compared to some people, you suck positionally, but that's what you believe, and you might be right objectively, but I certainly didn't have this perception of you that's so one-dimensional, that you lack positional skills. We all lack positional skills compared to Tigran the Great or something. But I think we have to be careful about developing, let's say, biases against ourselves to the point where we're like, we lose our self-confidence. I suck positionally. And you start expecting to suck positionally. And then, you live... Basically, it's like, what is it called? Self-fulfilling prophecy, right? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. White is playing flawlessly. Well, that's interesting too. Relatively flawlessly. Yeah, I don't know what Hayes Miro's deal is with the speed. He's extremely fast. And he's pretty bad in time pressure too, which is kind of ironic. He tends to freak out and melt down when he gets in time pressure. But this is increment, howbeit. You've got to understand the difference is massive. It's 5 plus 3. I can play the whole game with just the increment and not the base time. We have completely different philosophies about time management. I'm real big on just not getting a bad position, playing as well as I can play, and I'm not that practical. Whereas Hayes Miro or Miro BTW is more about just playing quickly on a practical level. It's a totally different philosophy about, let's say, time management. Magnus is way more, from his perspective. But I think that black is absolutely fine here. I might be slightly worse, but it's not too bad. My concentration isn't the best this morning. I'm usually not a morning person, and I play better in the afternoon, evening, than I do in the morning, in general. I have trouble concentrating. Oh, Queen E8, that's a neat idea. I get it. Objectively, where should I put my queen? Well, what am I doing, man? I'm like an idiot. See, I can't even see like obvious moves. Knight d5 was staring me in the face, and I probably intended to play it before, and then I forgot about it, you know? Because I'm not concentrating well. But, you know, I don't panic. Although this increment is faster than I usually play with 5 seconds. I'm more comfortable with 5 seconds. I lost a game on time earlier. If I'm conscious about it, I'll be alright. But if I forget that it's 3 seconds, I'll lose on time. But I'm good with pressure situations and being calm when other people kind of panic and stuff. I've become more reliant on the adrenaline rush of time pressure. One thing from our game, you want to give feedback. When I played f4, what move would you play without knowing the engine moves? Well, like, I don't know. I'd have to look at the board from your side. But I just want to say that in that type of structure, what I was actually thinking was, and I think everybody should think more like this in general, there's too much calculation, not enough evaluation from players. By the way, like in general. Interesting move, h4. Interesting and bad. No, it is an interesting move. I'm gonna risk this. I don't like knight g5. But there's no easy way to play here with black. This is a lot like a c3 Sicilian, and I've been in a lot of c3 Sicilians. Let's just put it that way. I played against some very good c3 Sicilian players, and you know, we're not talking about Mark Esserman. All right. Oh, rook takes rook. So do I do it? No. Damn it. I wanted to trade queens to simplify, but at the end of the day, knight c3, rook takes, knight takes e4. He's better there. I'm in trouble. I can't let his rook on the 7th. So I waste a lot of time on that move. He must be calculating like sacking material. But Hayesmiro is too much blitz mode style game. Well, I think what you have is a position where if you don't break, you're holding. But if you do break, you're worse. That's the way that Petrosian played with black. My position was like a Petrosian-esque kind of defense thing, where you strong point e5. Oftentimes he would get positions where he can't win, but white can't win either. You know, and you lost because you tried to do something. Sometimes we have to just like understand okay, what is our goal like in this position? For example, random idiot Grandmaster blogger, let's say, might be like, draws are always bad. I mean, draws are part of the game. I hate to break it to you, unless it's like Maurice Ashley's new tournament system or something like that. Draws are part of the game, good or not. So you have to decide, like, for yourself. I mean, is draws okay? Is a draw okay for me? Let's say. I think you have a position where there's nothing you can do, but if you don't do anything, I can't do anything. And if you're in that sort of situation, it's good to know about it, Okay, if we just play blitz all the time, oh, I lost on time again. God damn it. It's at a 3-second increment. I can't do 3-second increments. So, yeah, white can hold here probably. I'm telling you, I'm so used to 5-second increments. I can't. I'm addicted to it. I can't. I have this like preset amount of time that I use between moves, and now it's like I'm on 5-second increments setting. I can't do 3 seconds. It's just like I lose on time. It's the second time I did that. It's like I played too many 7+5s that I can't adjust. By the way, like if you play, this was a good game, by the way. Black was slightly better, but it's probably hard to win. I gotta go, guys. But I'll take a look at Sned's stakes position for a second. The Kraken lost on time. Krakens are slow. This is important theory for the Kraken. But it looks like we're holding. It's equal. Yeah, this was equal. That's what I thought. Optically white looks a little better, but yeah. H6 dubious. So what do you want me to play there, Stockfish? Take the pawn? Stockfish wants to take the pawn. See, I'm not a computer, and that's a risky move. And, I'm down to 5 seconds, so whatever. Click on the link. I can't. My main friend. I can't click on the link because I'm on a different machine and my Skype is on the other machine. I need like a universal mouse or something to connect my two computers. I'll just go back to the game. So since like in your game before you played f4, I'm just talking about the position in general. Like you felt a little overextended and you said like you blundered. At one point. I mean, this is a position where I think if I were you, you should, well, you don't have a lot of options. I mean, your last move, for example, here, to be fair, like, I don't love the way you played this. Like, d4 is totally standard, right? We basically have a fairly standard position here. And then you decided to play d5, which is... it's okay. I mean, you're better here. This is... the Old Indian's not a great opening. But the standard way to play would be something like b3, h3, probably bishop b2, queen c2, rook d1, I don't know. Very gradually. Of course you can play e4, but you could have played e4 earlier too. Yeah, d5 is probably not great. So I take, and then, normally you would take back with the pawn here. You're making a mistake. Trading pieces helps me because I have less space. I feel like normally, you would do that. I'm less cramped now. I bet like knight f6 isn't necessarily my best move, but probably putting the knight here in some lines. But what I wanted to talk about was like this. Maybe a prophylactic move. I don't know though. Do you want to play a4? Here I was thinking a3. You have to consider b4, first of all. I can't take any more challenges, guys. I gotta go. You have to consider b4, but as you can see, white is kind of overextended, and like the c4 square. I mean, this looks kind of unpleasant for white. If you play b4, oh man, come on, guy. What are you doing over there, dude? That's just annoying. Stop challenging me to bullet chess. So, I don't play bullet chess, man. Why would you challenge me to bullet chess? b4 is interesting. a3 is interesting, but I think you need to be a little prophylactic here. This is obviously really risky. Attacking my strong point on e5. Now, my strong point isn't so strong, to be fair, because in normal, like, old Indian, Czech Benoni type scenarios, I want to have maybe a knight on d7 supporting e5. And like my bishop on g7. So as far as strong points on e5 go, this isn't exactly like the best so-called strong point on e5. I was prepared to take with the pawn. Honestly, if you go pawn takes pawn after bishop f8 here, I hadn't made up my mind, but I was strongly considering taking with the pawn. I would prefer to take with the rook. Probably ultimately I might have taken with the rook, but rook takes, you could see, let me do analysis board. You could see, like, talking about Petrosian, right? Let's just hypothetically say you get this type of scenario. I'm just talking hypothetical here. This is a very, very strong blockade type of position. Yes, of course, white is better. But I could sack the exchange and just have a strong point on e5. It would be very hard for white to win, Like, in a long game, okay, white's probably going to win, but I've made exchange sacrifices like rook takes e3. But, I don't think that black's doing this to win. I would be doing this to, like, draw, basically. I could sack the exchange. And you should study Petrosian's games, honestly, if you want to understand this kind of stuff. If you want to be a good positional player. And, I mean, you're playing an English type of setup anyway. I mean, this dude, I mean, this configuration is, like, named after Petrosian, practically, for white, But anyway, I just wanted to talk about f4. So f4 is bad, apparently. But, I mean, you are attacking my strong point. And then, this is not ideal, obviously. But the alternative of losing your e-pawn is not good. So I have to keep control of e5. But what I want to say was, like, here, right? I guess we get to around this position where you're probably frustrated and don't know what to do, but I'm not sure you're worse here. What I was going to say is, would you consider 14a4? Yeah. But I think here your space almost compensates for the strong point on e5. I would say, like, a computer would probably be very tough to beat here, even though black might be better. If white plays very, very well. Plus 1.4 for black. 1.3. 1.2 and dropping. This is the perfect kind of position for a computer with white. You know, it's going to defend and hold a draw. It's like a nightmare, you know. Give me a chance to win $1 million by beating, I don't know, Stockfish. I'm not going to be able to do it, you know. I'm not going to be able to do it. I probably would lose with black here, even though black is better by 1.2. The problem is I don't have a break. You know, what am I going to do? Play f5? If you don't make a tactical mistake, you're just holding, you know. But I don't. You can't do anything either. I mean, this is a really bad move. Obviously, you have to do nothing well here. You know, that's the problem. But you're talking about 14a4. Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to consider 14a4. Maybe there's something safer. You know, like what about like. Well, before 14a4, Well, that's important tactical move. Because after b5, b4, can you play knight b5? You get your knight trapped, right? So knight b5 is out. But you see the light squares. Well, that's more like a Queen's Gambit accepted type of thing. That's a cool idea. I didn't realize you had time to do that, though. You know, I probably wouldn't have found that with white because I would have been concerned that it was too slow. But instead of that, you know, instead of playing e4, maybe you make some move like queen b3 or something first. Objectively, this looks like, seriously, what would Petrosian or Igor Foigl or some kind of really good... Obviously, a4, queen b6 is possible, but you make some weaknesses here. Maybe like queen b3 is an improved... Queen b3, queen b6, draw. You know? I think we agreed to a draw here if we're two 2650s playing in the candidates tournament or something in 1984. What do you think the evaluation is? White is better. Surprising a bit, isn't it? So queen b6 is a mistake. Black has tactics. b5 is strong. What about a4? Yeah, best move. a4 is the best move. So you need to work more on prophylaxis. Karpov. So if you want to get better at that element of the game, Karpov is canceled, but we can't cancel old artists because of their political views. Karpov and Petrosian would be my recommendation, you know. Petrosian and Karpov. That's what you need to study to play this kind of position. Prevent, rather than attack, but prevent the opponent from doing anything. But guys, I gotta go. Have a good weekend. I'll see you on Sunday for the simul. Don't forget to donate, support the stream. World Senior. Donate, subscribe. I want to be rich and famous. And play the Kraken. Don't forget the Kraken. And check out my videos, YouTube. Video chess training on YouTube. Make me rich and famous. That's what life is about. I'll see you guys Sunday. Bye-bye. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Bye-bye, guys.